Mike the Hot. Hot mics. Boom. Welcome back to Johnny Custom Glocks Frontside Press, where not only do I have Julie, I can't see it, but also Jeff.
What's upstairs?
Oh, wait. Oh, there he is. And I can't see what I'm doing. Hold on. And Skinny. And Chess.
I'm surprised you remember my name.
What's happening? Name? Hard to find. Hard to point at you. All right. So we got some guests tonight. We'll be talking about my favorite thing next to revolvers for self-defense, which is open carry. Yay. Oh. 2 nights in a row, because I was on Narcos last night talking about revolvers and open carry. It's just been a great week, even though it's only 2 days. All right. So
I got a picture of you, by the way.
You got a picture?
Of you carrying a revolver.
Yeah, at the beach.
No, it was at Take Aim. No, it was at Jesse's wedding. Jesse's wedding. You had like 8 guns on you. At Jesse Young's wedding, 8 guns on you.
I think I won, didn't I?
Yeah. You had 8 guns, and one of them was a revolver, and I took a picture of that bad boy.
All about winning. I'll sell my soul to win.
Well, I got my beard gun. I got my little pug. You know, I carry in the holster right here, and I can reach in my beard and pull out a gun. My beard gun.
There you go. All right, let's spank the sponsor. We'll get on to bullshitting. How's that? So, First of all, like and share, and comment. Don't forget to go over to you at Musings with MGL, okay? And Rumble with Musings with MGL. And make sure you're liking and subscribing. All right, set yourself up. Get yourself a Rumble account.
There you go.
All right. What are you at now on YouTube?
I don't know. I haven't looked lately.
Yeah, he got 100,000 now, right? That's all he wanted. It doesn't matter. Until he gets
100,000. No, we're trying to get to 100,000 by January.
Nice.
Oh, right. Keep on.
We're only going to have like 900 something more to go. Let me see what it is.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. So we're going to spank the sponsors, and we'll get on to everything else. So, like to spank our king sponsor, Johnny Custom Glocks. Life is way too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks, so don't. Get yourself a Johnny Custom Glocks trigger, especially if you're running the 43, the 43X, or the 48. You should be rocking one of these little bastards. The 4311, because this thing is sweet. Best Glock trigger out there. All right, he's got a whole bunch of other stuff. He's getting ready to launch his, I don't know what the new one's called. Or I do, but I can't say it. Right? But he's got the Vex Do. You can chuck that one out, the new trigger and stuff like that. Our Jester sponsor, Sean Hilton at smokeshow3d.com.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Always hooking us up with the Armor's Block to give away and the keychains. We got all kinds of keychains. We need to get some keychains at the Emporium because we're going to give some away to people that'll be coming in.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
What else? Self-Defense Emporium for hooking us up with the Hour on the Simulator every month. Ooh, look at the new logo. Boom.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Is that a new logo?
Well, what happened is they changed the logo before we even opened.
You can get me a picture of that. Send me a picture.
All right.
If you got a picture of it. I can do some leather goodness with it.
Nice.
Oh, nice. So
yeah.
we got Lamb, Sean, Skinny. Cody's on. Jazz is on. Lana.
All right.
Maria. Rebecca, first time, I think.
No, Rebecca's been on before.
Oh, okay.
She's on a wheel.
Oh, that's right.
All right, let's do the toast.
Hattie's on. Yay.
See her tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. It's good to have Skinny and Chad coming on. All right. Having Jeff back, all right, from his world tour. So we're going to do a special toast tonight. It goes something like this. You know what rhymes with Thursday? Alcohol.
Jeff, was that a glass of milk?
No, he has
Diet
a
Coke.
special cold. It's Diet Coke. Diet Coke.
Diet
Diet
Coke.
Coke.
And Maria says, hi, Skinny.
Hey, Doc. I finally found a chiropractor up here. She's awesome. And she's still taking care of me good. So the back is getting better.
Good.
Good.
All right. We're going to talk about it. All right. So like I said last night, I'm happy on one side that open carry went through because we never get any rights back. They just keep nibbling on them, take them away. So yay, freedom. All right.
Yay,
I
Constitution.
still think open carry is stupid.
Yes.
That's it. That's all I got to say.
Yep.
Beat me up. Let's hear it.
Well,
Well,
I feel the same
let me-
way. I feel the same way. I've said it for years. Compare it to poker. When you carry a gun, you have a full house. Nothing beats a full house, right? But when you're
Yep.
playing poker, you don't want to show your hand until all the chips are on the table.
That's it.
You know? So I want to be the fat kid in the back of the restaurant, sitting in the corner with my back to a wall because that's where I go whenever I'm sitting somewhere. I got to see everything inside the restaurant. And they're going to take one look at me and go, that fat ass ain't going to do nothing. And then I can do something.
There you
Because I'm not going to be the first target because my gun's hanging out on the side of my hip. But I do enjoy the freedom of the Constitution. And if they want to do it, by all means. But like I said, I've been up here for 6 years. And open carry's been legal as long as I've been here. I mean, before I've been here, and we don't have stories of negligent discharges. We don't have blood in the streets. We don't have any problems at all where it comes to that. I mean,
Yeah, but how long has it been legal up there?
oh shoot, man, I want to say at least 10, 15 years, maybe even longer than that.
And
Yeah,
this is my point. This is exactly what I was talking about. 5 minutes into having open carry, some jackass is driving around on his motorcycle
with
a
the
crank
AK
on
pistol.
his back.
Yeah.
And you're not
You know,
wrong, Mike. Within a day of open carry being legal in the state of Florida, there was a guy that was, carrying an AR pistol.
It was an AK pistol.
No, it was an AR
Oh,
pistol.
up front, you said.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he was dicking around with the trigger the whole time. There were cops in front of the Walmart, and it's like, well, the reason he cut the video short is because the minute he walked into Walmart, they kicked him the hell out.
Right, because they have the right to do that.
Which, private property rights absolutely supersede, your right to do whatever the hell you want, wherever you want.
Right.
But, we stand back and we look at it objectively. Expansion of rights is always the best thing possible, especially when it comes to the government, because they really don't like to do that kind of stuff. But every state that is enabled to carry, we don't see the rise in violent crime in opium carriers
or
that they talk
accidents.
about.
Or accidents.
Exactly.
You don't see that.
You
You
don't
just don't
see
see it. And yeah, we still have the FUDs. I mean, I remember when we first moved up here, I'm walking in Walmart, which is like a third world country in this area because of all the tourists and stuff. And it's, picture Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg is like International Drive in Orlando. It's all touristy on both sides. You're moving at 2
I
miles
had to
an
drive
hour.
through it fucking all day, driving motorcycles the other day because the damn bypass
Yeah,
was
because the
shut down.
bypass had a landslide when the day he called me and said he was up here, the Gatlinburg bypass we had so much rain, they had a landslide, so the bypass was closed, so Jeff had to go through all that crap. If you've ever been to Daytona Beach on spring break, it's a lot like A1A on Daytona Beach at spring break. I mean, I remember one time I was in Daytona, the guy in the truck next to, in my passenger seat got out, took a deuce, and got back in, and I was only 2 people up. I was only 2 car lengths up from when he got out, and he had to go to the bathroom so bad. He goes, I can't hold it. And he went into a hotel and dropped the deuce, and I was only 2 car lengths up from where he got out at. And that's the way Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge is. So the Walmart there, it's like walking into a Dollar General. They got 15 pounds of stuff in a 5-pound sack. They got pallets sitting there. They don't have time to put it on the shelf. So you're walking in there like this, and it's packed. And I saw Fudd there with his carry pistol in Uncle Mike's holster on his pocket like a cell phone, flipping back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. Those are the dudes you got to watch out for. Those are the dudes that are going to get their gun taken from them in a moment's notice. The other day I was in Buc-ee's, and a guy walked in, open carrying, could have easily put his shirt down, but at least he had a great, like, Avenger-style holster. It was tight to the belt. It had good retention. And I was like, okay, that guy's a responsible gun owner, He could have had his shirt down, whatever, Maybe he didn't want to, or he just wanted to flaunt it. And that's another thing. I'm not a lefty, and I don't like the left side by any means with their gun.
Lefties are the worst. When you take them to the range, they can't shoot shit. It's crazy.
Hey, watch that. I am left-handed.
It's all backwards.
I'm everything left.
Things shoot out the wrong way. You got to stand on the other side. Like, they're fucking the worst. They can't hit shit. Lefties. They're awful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna like grind it in their face and open carry just to piss them off. I'm just not that kind of a person. But a lot of people up here will do that. And we did have a thing when we had the permit. Now we have permitless carry like y'all do. We had it a little bit before you did. And the big thing up here was people wearing their gun open carrying with a concealed carry permit badge next to it.
Those are awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
those
seen
are
them
awesome.
at the gun
I love
shows.
those things.
You've
Oh,
seen
yeah,
them?
those things are everywhere.
That's
Those
one
things
of
are
the
great.
biggest things we see up here. And now it's stupid because you don't even need a permit, but they still wear that thing, so it looks like a badge. And I'm like,
Well, first of all, cops love it when you
Oh,
put a
yeah.
fake badge on.
certified
I
good
love
guy
that.
badge.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we're this. We're on the same team.
Yeah, I got your back, 5-0. But I mean,
Well, they don't want to be the one that because the cops always say, well, if there's open carry and we arrive on the scene, we don't know who the bad guy is, so we're just going to shoot everyone with a gun. So they have to wear those things. So the cops, who apparently, according to the lefties and the police department, can't tell the difference between active shooters and non-active shooters, are just going to start shooting everybody.
Yeah, it's a horrible thing. I was watching this video on YouTube this week where there was a guy that attacked a police presence in an area, and he shot the cop with a rifle, and he went back to his truck and got a different rifle and started walking around the area. And a good guy, certified good guy with a gun, was working in his restaurant. He heard the shots, and you could see him walking out. The camera's in his shot. He's walking out, he grabs his gun, and then you could see all the cameras of all the ground that he covered to find this guy. He's behind a wall, and he takes out the bad guy. Boom, boom, with like 2 or 3 shots. He takes out the bad guy, and then he walks up and kicks the gun away from the bad guy, and he's surveying the area to see if there's any more bad guys. And what did the cops do? They shot him and killed him. Yeah, they killed him. And it was so heartbreaking. It's like, this guy saved lives, and then they ended up killing him. But you're not wearing a uniform. I mean, what do you do in that aspect once it's over? You holster your firearm, call 911.
Right, that's not an open carry versus concealed carry.
It's not an open carry thing, but it's like, it's something we have to deal with if we decide to use ours in public. They don't know who the bad guy is, and it just, that was sad. That dude was a business owner. He was a father. husband. That was sad because here he saved the day and he ended up dead himself.
And from an antagonist side, we talked about this earlier,
Yeah.
is, when you have the ability to open carry, constitutional carry, the whole 9 yards, no permitting process, and, obviously all those things help weigh checks and balances. They're obviously not constitutional in any way, shape, or form. But now law enforcement also faces circumstances where they don't have a right to even stop and talk to somebody,
right?
If they happen to see a firearm on somebody.
Good.
And even if it's just investigatory questions, that person may be a felon in possession of a firearm, but they no longer have a right to walk up and speak to them in regards to that firearm. So it does introduce other risks.
That's not accurate, but
the defense lawyer in him is going to argue with you.
And hey, I'm all fine for that because, as in just a plain Jane individual reading blanket as is, what I see is a little bit of a dangerous society, which I'm all for because I'd rather have, a dangerous society and more rights than a restrictive society with less rights.
Yeah.
But, if we have open carry, as I saw it, Jeff, please disprove me in every way, shape, and form. If a guy is just open carrying, law enforcement can't come up and say, "Hey, let me see your ID."
Right.
So there's a different. It depends on what you're talking about. So they can't detain you and ask you for your ID. Cops have always been allowed to do what's called a consensual encounter, which means they can walk up to anybody on the street. Hey, how you doing today? Where are you coming from? Do you mind if I ask you if you can show me your ID? That's just a conversation amongst people. It's called a consensual encounter. So if they see somebody with open carry, they're free to walk up to them and just be like, hey, man, how you doing tonight? You enjoying the weather? Are you a convicted felon? Now, you can say fuck off and walk away, and they can't do anything about it. They can't detain you. Or if they're standing there and you're walking by, they can't say, hey, you, come over here. I need to talk to you for a minute. That they can't do because that is an illegal detention because they're detaining you and preventing you from moving around. But they can walk up to anybody on the street and say, hey, how you doing tonight? Do you mind if I find out your name and run your ID? And you're free to just tell them no. Now, most citizens don't know that they're allowed to do that. And if a cop comes up and says, hey, you mind if I ask your ID? Most likely they're going to hand it over to them. It's just like when they pull you over for speeding, you don't have to tell them anything. When they're like, where are you coming from? Do you know how fast you were going? You can tell them to fuck off and just hand them your driver's license. But most people don't know that. So, yeah, I mean, the law says that they can't detain you just for open carrying, but they can, of course, walk up to you and just ask you if you're a convicted felon. And if they're a convicted felon, you should be dumb enough to say, I'm not going to answer that question and walk off. So
absolutely. And
Maria has
1,000%. Most people don't know about consensual encounters.
But that convicted felon, let's face it, if you're a convicted felon, you think they're going to walk around open carrying their firearm?
I'm just saying.
I mean, if they're a bad guy, they're going to be concealing.
They have a window.
And the cops aren't going to know about it. No, the only people that are going to open carry are people who are allowed to open carry because, again, bad guys aren't going to do that. They're going to conceal carry. They're going to have their stolen gun or whatever. They're not going to walk around and let everybody know. So open carry, almost in my mind, by definition, is only going to be exercised by the law-abiding citizen. Now, some of them may be stupid because I told you this Mike at lunch. I saw that same guy at Walmart. I don't know if he was the same guy, but it was that guy. It was a fucking holster that was like, not the leather, but whatever that velvety material is or whatever. It had like the Velcro. The Velcro strap on the top with the little clip on it, and he clipped it on his phone, on his pocket, and it was doing this while he was walking down the thing. And all of us shopping there, me and my buddies who all carry, we're looking at the guy like, the fuck kind of holster is that? That's like the dumbest shit I've ever seen. So that guy's not a felon. He may be stupid, but I guarantee you the guy's not a felon. He doesn't have a domestic violence injunction because he wouldn't be walking around with his gun like that. So, he's at least probably a law-abiding citizen. He just may not be really smart and needs some education on holster retention. But A lot of people should use that.
Yeah. If we only knew somebody that taught classes at a really cool place in Palmetto.
Or
retail.
had YouTube videos or did weekly shows on those type of things. Or somebody who makes holsters that have the proper retention stuff on it that might be nice soft leather that you can put on your belt or whatever. If only we could find people to do all that on Frontside Press.
Yeah, that would be
Maybe
nice.
the world was a better place.
Hey, oh, and by the way, hey, Carrie, if you got that picture ready, put it up whenever you get a second. By the way, as you know, I was gone all week motorcycle riding. And Mike, I don't appreciate you snapping a fucking picture of me on my vacation and then
I got you on the way out,
telling
man.
people some idiot is driving around on his motorcycle with his AR-15. You know, I went on vacation in good faith. I didn't expect to be ambushed like this, embarrassed on national TV. So fuck you, man. That's not right,
buddy.
You put the picture up of me at the beach.
It's not right.
I mean, you already.
I'm allowed. If I want to carry that way, if I feel safe. Look, when we were up there, we were going over the Parkway. I didn't tell you this, on the way back, elk everywhere. Like elk everywhere. People were stopped on the side of the road, taking photos or whatever. Those elk are like 12 feet tall, and they weigh like 1,000 pounds. If one of them guys charges me, I got my AK on my back to take care of that shit, so I ain't going home trampled by an elk over the Blue Ridge Parkway. That's all I'm saying.
Good thinking.
Right.
Good thinking. Got to have your crank off on your back.
And again,
I got
as
it
stupid as that
in my
is,
living room.
Yeah, no, I would say as stupid as that is, that guy's dumb. I mean, I think that guy's dumb for riding around like that. But I guarantee you that guy's not a fucking convicted felon. He's not riding around with a kilo of cocaine in his backpack because
not yet.
Who the fuck's gonna do that? Right. So it's like
felon yet.
That guy's probably one of the safest guys out there with an AK because if he wasn't, he would be hiding it somewhere and shooting people in the corner when they weren't looking. So the guy's not out to cause trouble. So
he's lane splitting all the time.
Oh, you know that fucker was lane splitting. Well, and I guarantee you this: nobody's tailgating that guy, and nobody's cutting him off in traffic. So if you want to be safe on a motorcycle, those are the two things that are going to get you killed on the motorcycle: is tailgating and people cutting you off. And I guarantee you, if you're riding around with an AR strapped to your back or an AK, the likelihood of you getting tailgated goes down probably.
You're like Bruce Almighty.
I agree with that.
No. I saw that in Fast and Furious, the first one.
Did you?
They had their Mac 9s and they turned around and started.
Oh, yeah.
That's
right.
Asian dudes, right? The Asian guys on the motorcycle. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep.
All right, Jeff. Maria has a question for you.
And that's Miami, man. You don't think that shit goes on in Miami, whether there's open carry or not? It's fucking Miami, man.
What's your question?
Maria says, I use an app called CCW to look up gun laws in Florida and other states when I travel. It says Florida is constitutional carry. Is that true?
They lied to you.
Yeah, it's not true.
We're not.
It depends on the definition. People have different definitions of constitutional carry. The true definition of constitutional carry is no laws or requirements or anything like that. You can carry it wherever you want, anytime that you want, and there's no restrictions. No state really has that. What we have is permitless carry, which means you don't have to pay for a permit anymore. But nobody has true constitutional carry because that means there are no gun laws and every state has gun laws. So it's just what they call it.
We have the same thing that we used to have, except now you don't have to have a license to do it. That's the only difference.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of yahoos out there that tell everybody we have
get
constitutional carry and we don't.
Right.
Steve
And you
Nelson
should still get a
from
license because when I traveled on my motorcycle trip, I was in Georgia, North Carolina, and Tennessee. They all have reciprocity with Florida concealed carry permits. So I still have my concealed carry permit. So I was able to carry, allegedly, on my motorcycle trip through all those states because I have my permit. If I did not have a permit, they don't have reciprocity if you don't have a permit. So if I went up to North Carolina or Tennessee, even though Florida is a permitless carry state, if you don't have the license, there's no reciprocity. So if I got pulled over in one of those states and had my gun, I could be arrested for carrying a gun because I didn't have a permit with reciprocity. So even though you don't need to have a permit, everybody should still get a permit because you will get reciprocity for other states that you travel to.
Not only that, it also exempts you from the 3-day waiting period in the state of Florida for handgun and long gun purchases. So,
and it also prevents you from getting arrested for the 1,000 feet within a school Safe School Zone Act, because you cannot possess a firearm within 1,000 feet of a school unless you are a lawful permit holder for concealed carry. So you'll be arrested walking your dog within 1,000 feet of a school if you don't have a permit, because it's a violation of the Safe Schools Act. So there's all kinds of reasons why you should still have your permit. But no, we are not constitutional carry. We are permitless carry.
Yeah. There are so many benefits to getting your permit in whatever state you reside in, wherever you're watching this from. The biggest part is the training you're going to receive, because as long as you take a class from a reputable instructor, they're going to make sure that you know everything that you need to know before even applying for your permit.
Yeah. And Maria,
Reputable.
I love the CCW app. It's a great app. I've been using it for years. And there's another one on that app. You can download it, and it kind of sisters with that app. It's called Posted, and it's like a peer-to-peer kind of thing. Like you fill it out and help them populate it, but it says where you can and where you can't go. Like Dick's Last Resort restaurant here in Pigeon Forge, they don't allow guns in there. So you can put that on the Posted app that they don't allow guns in there. And whatever town you're going to, you can go to that Posted app and see who's gun friendly and who's not, and choose to give them your business or not. So it's kind of neat. But it only relies on peer-to-peer. I mean, it's not like the CCW app where they check all the laws and the people that run that app. The Posted app is peer-to-peer. So if you go someplace and you see the sign and it's the correct sign, the right size and the perfect, all the wording is correct, you can put it in there and even take a picture of it, and it'll pop up on the Posted app of where you can. And then if you had a great experience, you can put that in there. Hey, they're gun friendly, great patriots at this establishment. So when you're in a new area that you don't know, you can already find the gun friendly and the gun unfriendly places to spend your hard earned money at. It's pretty neat.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the things that. Go ahead.
I think it's only $1, so throw the guy $1. It's worth it.
Well, and that's one of the things that's going on now with the open carry thing, is in all the groups that I'm in on Facebook or whatever, is the sign issue. So there's a huge push by a lot of the people who are against open carry to try and get all these stores to put up their signs that say you can't have guns here or no open carry, because they can't pass a law in like the county of Miami-Dade saying no open carry, because we have preemption in Florida that they wouldn't be allowed to do that. But they can contact all the local businesses and put pressure on them, or say, maybe you should put up a sign or whatever. And Moms Demand Action and all these groups, they're trying to pressure, all these places to have signs put up to basically prevent open carrying, because signs in Florida don't have weight of law. Everybody should know this, but if they don't have weight of law, meaning some states, there's a statute that actually says if the store puts a sign in the window that says pursuant to statute, blah, 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 no firearms in here, and you bring a firearm in there and get caught, that is a crime in and of itself, just bringing the firearm in. In Florida, we don't have weight of law signs, meaning the sign can just say no firearms, but it's just like no shoes, no shirt, no service. You come in with a firearm, they find out you have it. It's not a crime. They just say, hey, we're not going to serve you because you're violating our rules of our business. Please leave. As long as you leave, you're fine. They can't do anything to you. It's not a crime. You can't be trespassed or whatever. You just leave. Now, if they tell you that and you say, oh, I'll leave when I'm good and ready or whatever, then they're going to call the cops and have you trespassed. Then you can be technically charged with trespass after warning while armed, which is a felony. So the signs are just corporate policies. They don't have weight of law. So if you go into a business that has a no firearm sign, if you want to open carry, your choices are two. Don't go into business, because you're going to get just trespassed and in trouble, or switch to concealed carry, and then you can walk in, and if they don't see it, then you're good to go. But a lot of the stores never cared when it was a concealed carry. It was like out of sight, out of mind, don't ask, don't tell kind of thing. But now that it's open carry, they don't want the open carriers in there. So instead of just putting open carry signs, they're now just putting no firearms in general signs, because they're getting all the pressure from all these groups to sort of tamp down on this sort of thing. And so there's a lot of people in the groups that are posting up these businesses for what you were saying about sending them their money. Hey, if you want to support 2A, don't go to Bill's Ace Hardware location on such and such street because they just put up this sign. Like every post, basically every hour on a lot of these Florida Carry Facebook sites or whatever are of businesses that are now, putting up these signs and saying, don't go spend your money there. But they're coming up everywhere. And you're going to see probably the legislature is going to want to address this in the next session because there's a lot of worry and hoopla about it. And the Democrats, of course, are going to want to do something about it. And there's always the rhino anti-gun Republicans and the Sheriff's Association. Most of the sheriffs aren't in favor of it either, including and specifically Grady Judd, despite the fact that everybody thinks he's the best fucking sheriff that's ever existed on the planet. That guy is anti-Second Amendment all day long. Setting that aside, they're going to want to address, no. Do you know which sheriff for like 5 years running now has had the most red flag confiscations in the state of Florida?
Grady.
Take a guess.
Yeah, Grady.
Grady Judd. Do you know what sheriff has repeatedly lobbied to not pass open carry through the Florida Sheriff's Association every time it comes up in the legislative session? Sheriff Grady Judd. Do you know who posted a video right after this got passed and said, I don't think people should open carry because it's not safe and it's stupid and I don't agree with the case law? I'm paraphrasing, but essentially he came out and said that is Sheriff Grady Judd.
So
that guy can
watched the video.
That guy can come on TV all he wants and say, in Polk County, we shoot people when they come into our household. That's just for show. That's just so people go, that guy's awesome. I'm going to donate money to his Jeep rally when he shows up next week. The Jeep rally, by the way, which doesn't allow carrying of firearms if you want to participate in the sheriff's Jeep rally. So that's my rant on Grady Judd. Setting that aside, one of the things they'll probably try and do in the legislature is create a force of law signage. So they're going to try and pass a law that says we're going to have force of law signage so that when they put these laws up in the stores and you get caught carrying a gun in there, it'll no longer be concealed means concealed, out of sight, out of mind. It'll be a felony. So if they're going to try and do anything to tamp down on this, if I had to guess, they're going to try and push something through like that. So keep an eye on your legislatures and email them, write them, yell at them, all that kind of stuff.
I just saw something where they want to start doing background checks for you to buy ammo. That is ridiculous.
So every year, this is the world of clickbait when it comes to social media and stuff. Every year, the Democrats introduce a bill that says we want background checks on ammunition, and every year it gets 0 votes in committee and doesn't go anywhere. So yes, they submitted it, and it gets in the news. Oh, they're trying. Yeah, every year they submit the same, just like an assault weapons ban. Like every year, somebody in Congress introduces an assault weapons ban, and it don't go nowhere, and nobody even reports on it anymore because they just write it and submit it, and it doesn't go anywhere. So nobody's trying to pass a background check on ammunition. It's never going to pass. There's no support for it. It's just the same Democrat every year that submits the bill, and it gets shot down in committee. So don't fall for any clickbait on that. Now, if I do a video on it on YouTube, I want you to click on the video and watch it because I'm going to have some good information on it for you. But everybody else you can ignore because it's just clickbait.
Well, Steve Nelson actually just posted something about California passing that,
and then just got overturned.
It just got overturned
like last week or 2 weeks ago.
Correct.
Yeah, and by the circuit court over there, which is notoriously anti-gun.
Yeah, and they
finally had to apply the Bruin rule.
Yeah, that's not going to go anywhere. That won't be constitutional.
Exactly.
The other thing is there was an injunction. This is what's making their rounds too. It's a little bit of clickbait, but it's partially true. So post offices. So a bunch of the groups like Gun Owners of America and one of the other groups filed for an injunction against the law that says you can't carry in post offices, either in post offices or on post office property, saying it's unconstitutional. And a federal district judge, actually granted an injunction that said, yeah, that's right. It is unconstitutional to say you can't have a gun in a post office. So, hey, federal government, you can't arrest people for bringing guns into the post office anymore. That's true what he said. The problem is the judge specifically said it only applies to the 2 plaintiffs in that specific injunction and people who are current active members of those two organizations. So if you're not a member of either one of those organizations, you still cannot carry a firearm into those post offices. But if you are a member of Gun Owners of America, and again, Skinny, you may know who the other one is, but who the other firearm, that FPC, that's right, Firearms Policy company or whatever it is, coalition. So, or those two guys, you are technically, if you're a member of those classes, you can carry now in post offices. But if you're not, you cannot carry in a post office. But there's a good chance that will become across the nation, because if that's a preliminary injunction, that means they're saying that they're probably going to win on the merits. Otherwise, they wouldn't grant an injunction. So my guess is that judge is going to ultimately rule that it's unconstitutional. Then that might get appealed somewhere, and that will hold up as well. So pretty soon, you'll be able to carry when you drop off your Christmas cards.
Good. What else we got going on? GSSF, right? Who's shooting in GSSF this weekend? Jeff?
No, I didn't sign up to shoot. I'll just be there volunteering all weekend. I don't have my gun. It's still in the shop. So
we have some we can loan you.
Oh, I know. There's other guns you can loan me, but no, we're gonna go. Karen and I are gonna go like we did last year, and we're gonna volunteer all day and run the timer and keep scores.
That's awesome.
We're just gonna do that. So we're gonna go all weekend. So yeah, GSSF is this weekend. I assume it's not too late to sign up if you want to shoot. I don't know if they have deadlines or whatever on those things, but the day of, great. So Manatee got an archery all day Saturday and all day Sunday. If you want to shoot, come out and shoot. We could probably always still use volunteers. I know she might have her list together, but we could always use more. And they're giving out lots of guns for volunteers. If you volunteer, you get your name put in the hat for every 4 hours or whatever it is you volunteer, and then they draw your name. They're giving out guns. Who's giving out guns? Let's see. Is Shark Coast is giving out one, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And
then Emporium is giving out one.
No.
So I'm giving away a Glock, for lack of a better term. The Young Law Group is paying for the Glock to be given away, but the Glock is going to come from Self Defense and Emporium. I think we already picked the one out we're going to do, and they pulled it aside. So giving out a Glock there, and then there'll be a third one, right? Doesn't that come from the actual GSSF or whatever? Or?
Yeah, Glock gives one out.
Glock does, right? Yeah. So there's at least 3 Glocks given out, and then they have a bunch of other cool prizes as well. There's usually some gift certificate stuff, or you get some Glock merchandise, hats, and pens, and all that kind of stuff. I have a bunch of Glock pens that I like to bring to court whenever I have a gun case. It really freaks people out.
Cody Johns needs a heavy metal loaner for the division.
I got one. I'll try to dig it out for you.
Sean says, I'm disqualified from winning the Shark Tank pew.
Oh.
All right. So what else we got going on?
So yeah, GSSF this weekend.
Yep.
I wish they did them up here. I really wish they did them up here, but we don't have hardly any practical shooting or anything like that up here at all. I can do it at my house, but we don't have ranges where you can do that stuff. It's all, we have a really nice indoor range. Bud's Gun Shop's here. I wouldn't buy anything from them, but their range is really nice. And then all the rest of there's another indoor range too that's run by a lady. It's really nice. But the rest of them are all outside, and they don't do any of the GSF stuff. I've looked and I can't find them. Maybe Knoxville or Maryville, but that's a little down the road for me. So I'd love to do that.
So Pirate wants to know if he does Blue Label.
Not yet.
Nope.
Won't be till next year because the rep's a dick.
Cody wants to know what caliber might be the heavy metal.
45.
45.
I can tell you trying to those matches. There's a little bit of
I'm sure they're not easy to run. You got to find somebody that'll put in a lot of time to run them.
Yeah, I
got time.
You gotta find a location.
I would love to try to do it.
They provide the people. You got to gather up all the volunteers. Yeah. A lot of work. Julie Bales puts in a shit ton of work to get that thing to work. So shout out to Julie Bales because she puts in all the work to get the volunteers and everything together.
And your all's GSSF matches are like popular and well maintained. You know, you have enough of them. It's not like one a year. You know, and I always wanted to make it to one, and I never did. And now you do them all the time, and I'm up here. Maybe one day I'll make it down there to one.
Yeah, you just need to schedule.
All right,
I'm trying to see if we got one up there.
Yeah, that would be cool. You can all camp out in the back 40. I got one extra bed.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. We'll put Mike in the barn with the donkeys.
Yeah, I even have one RV hookup. You can hook an RV up at my barn.
I'll go sleep with the jackasses. I'll go sleep with the jackasses.
There you go. Oh, Nels will cuddle up with good cuddler.
Probably Sharkos. Where else?
I don't know if Take Aim does them.
No, Take Aim
Blue
doesn't.
Okay. Mikey's
Blue
on,
Label?
so
Or something else.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Freckle.
Who's ever
Do
on
you
there?
guys
Ask him.
do Blue Label?
What?
You're into that. That's
I'm just talking.
Speaking of Sharkos, Mike, did you do the show last night, or are we doing this next week?
no. I did the show last night,
Okay.
so I could bring in their revolvers and I could sit through open carry twice, back to back nights.
Oh man,
I'm
they
not
should have waited till next
alcohol
weekend. It would have been
today.
funnier to have us all on there, but that's all right. Yeah, I couldn't. I got in late, couldn't do it.
It was. We talked a little bit about open carry, why we don't like it, and then it's going to be. It was all about SDE after that.
Right.
So,
right.
Will does a good job of taking care of me on all that stuff. Always good
Sure.
to be on the show.
What is going on with SDE? Anything in the last few minutes? Anything you want to update anybody on? Anybody new going on? Any classes? Anything exciting coming up?
Next weekend, we got on the 11th, we got the block class. So, how to break your Glock all the way down, how to use the thing to punch your pins out and to use it for your firing pin and stuff like that. So, the maintenance class on your Glock.
What day
And
of the
then
week is that?
Saturday.
That's for everybody. That's for anybody and everybody, not just like the women's club or whatever. That's like for everybody.
Yeah, whoever wants to take it.
I'm
Then-
taking it.
Then we got the next day, Julie's running Refuse to be a Victim on the 12th. We got the Boone class coming up. So this will be
Oh yeah.
So it'll be Boone and I teaching together, and I'll read you the class. We talked about it last night, but nobody gets to see that for like 2 weeks. So
Right. Yeah.
everybody you guys will be the first
We're
people to
live
hear
here,
about.
man. Live.
Where is Boone?
And remember, this is the
If you don't know who Boone is,
Benghazi
look up
13 guy or
Dave
whatever.
Boone
Right?
Benton.
Yeah. He's one of the
All
Benghazi
right,
guys
this is what it
from
is.
thing. Yeah.
TIR, Tactical Immediate Responder. Okay. It's going to cover, let me see, awareness and the attack cycle, pre-attack indicators, surgical speed shooting from concealment, medical, individual tactics, so like solo CQB, covering concealment, concealment movement. Cost is $550. It's a 2-day class. All right. It's 16 hours of training. And we're gonna be using the whole Emporium. That'll be the first class that Boone is running at the Emporium, which will be the first of many because he wants to be there all the time. And we've talked about doing some really cool stuff. Force on force from vehicles, outdoors, stuff like that. So a lot of airsoft, probably some simunition for the big boy club, So it's just going to be really great to have Boone in the house. Such a great guy, a very, very humble guy to the point where it's annoying. All right.
He is a good dude. I met him once.
Oh, Mike, you don't know. Oh, Mike. I'm like, here's the deal. you can act like that around me, but I know who you are, right? I appreciate that, humble, but I will be a total fucking asshole about this if you don't stop. He's like, all right, Mike.
So Pirate wants to know.
Did you mention a date? Did I miss the date?
October. No,
November 8th and 9th is the boom class.
And the Glock
Saturday,
class,
Sunday?
October 11th.
Yep.
All right, November 8th and 9th.
Yeah, that's
checking my calendar to make sure I'm not on vacation or something.
Armor's class is.
So it'll be 8 hours. If
I could leave one day earlier, I would be there for it. Damn it.
You could. You just have to leave your wife behind.
Extend.
To drive. That ain't going to happen.
I'm calling sick.
That's two
well, it ain't
full
me.
days then, two 8-hour days.
Yeah.
Cool.
And here's what I tell you. It's limited to 16 people, so it's going to fill up fast when we advertise it. So if you want in, it's $550, and just let me know. So text me or whatever, so I can start a list. We already got 3 spots. 3 spots already taken. So now you're down to 13 spots left. But you heard it here first. Even though we talked about it first on the Shark Coast podcast, but that won't air for 2 weeks. So you heard it here first.
Cody Johnson, let's run the sniper class out of the ranch.
Talk to Boone. We could do that.
Yeah.
Try to get my buddy Dave down here to do it. I'm busy.
Pirate wants to know if Joel Hopkins is still a rep for Glock Blue Label.
I don't know. The one we have is
been out for 6 years.
I don't think he's asking me.
He's been out for 6 years.
Yeah. Me.
So
he's asking McGowan, not me.
Me. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He's asking you. Yeah. I never had Blue Label.
Kathy and
I tried.
That there's no meeting this weekend because we're going to be out at the competition.
Right. No ladies meeting this weekend.
Right.
I was talking.
And the Glock build class is Saturday the 11th of October, not this Saturday, next Saturday.
Right. It's next Saturday.
Okay. Is that the one I'm going to buy all the empanadas and coffee for? Because I got nothing on my calendar. I'm going to be there.
Sure.
Free. Anybody who wants to come next Saturday, the 11th, Young Law Group will pay for free coffee and free empanadas. Come in and
we gotta do some posts on it. So we'll do some posts on it this week.
Yeah.
So if you give me a call tomorrow, we can start cranking stuff up on that.
Yep. I just put it on my calendar. I will be there, and I will buy free coffee and empanadas for anybody who shows up and wants to learn how to take down their Glock.
There you go. There it is. All right, so let's get to picking names.
Spin it. Sean Hilton and Steve Nelson. All right, there you go. We're done. Let's move on.
We're done. Move on. Thanks for playing.
All right. See y'all next Thursday.
Thanks, sponsors, one more time. So we'd like to, thank Johnny Custom Glocks, our king sponsor.
Beat her to it.
Yep, that was my fault. All right, so life is too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks, so don't. All right. And Sean Hilton at smokeshow3d.com. All right.
Yeah, baby.
Ooh, Skinny's got his. Look at that.
There it is, baby. There it is.
10% off. FSP 10.
FSP 10 for 10% off if you're not, Sean or Steve that win every week.
Hey, my SIG 320 shoots itself, so I don't need something.
Yeah. Steve, that's my cell phone number that I sent you, so you can just call or text me. Tell me what you need. If you text me, I'll text you the actual number, which is like 212-4228 or something like that.
Oh, for the SCE?
Yeah, for the thing.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Let's see what we got for the wheel. What do we got for the wheel? Okay. Here we go. That looks pretty good. So this first thing is for the armors block.
Yep.
All right.
And if you
I can read those.
Oh,
Rigged.
It's rigged. All right, and this is for the keychain. This is not a Magpul 30 round AR mag. It just looks a lot like it.
that's pretty cool.
I still
Nice,
think
man.
I can get that through security at the courthouse. It'll be interesting, but I think I can get it through.
Oh, there he is.
There's Nelson.
All right, give me the big
Awesome.
wheel.
FSP keychain. What's next?
So now we're doing the FSP cool ass keychain.
That is
Like the
cool.
1911 on, which I got to go this way.
There you go.
Like that, and a big yellow thing
Yep.
that I thought was a pill holder. So I played with it for a whole night trying to get it undone. So Gary's like, it's glued, right? So this is for the FSP. You get all the names on there. Hold on, let me get my glasses because now that Sean and Steve are on there.
It's weird, man. It's like a whiskey and weapons reunion mixed with a frontside press.
Right?
I'm
Right?
freaking out, man. I'm living in like an alternate universe. I'm freaking out.
And
Good
we're
to have
not
you guys
drunk
on.
I know
Yet.
nobody's drunk.
yet.
Speak for yourself.
Actually, the
They
Mexican
got the real
food is
moonshine up there though in them hills, so you're all right.
Ooh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What next?
Win the keychain.
yeah.
We're just waiting for the big ass wheel to come out. How good am I?
Chain.
She's putting all the names in.
Right.
Yep.
I'm just
Now all of their
being
names go on there, right? Because they can all win that.
Yep.
We had 18 people tonight.
How about that?
We're not going to be able to read any of those. Oh,
What
Jesus
are you
Christ.
talking about?
Get the fuck out of here.
A lot of people.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. No, get out of here with that shit.
It's only
Yeah, let's see what we got. Spin it.
Sean and Steve. Sean and
You
Steve.
blow a fuse.
Get
Holy
out of
shit.
there.
All right.
Maria. No.
Steven Nelson, yes.
Steve Nelson gets keychain.
Rigged.
All right, now we're going to do 2 chances. Have these guys already won a chance?
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, so spin it. If they win, they only get 1 chance.
Every time you share, you get your name on
We're in
it. Share.
Oh, look at this. Oh, Steve, I thought. All right, so Steve gets that. He don't get another one. Thought it was Chris Go. Gaucher sneaking in. Almost there. All right, spin it. All right, who's below it?
Rigged.
Yeah. All right. So Sean gets the other one because he's below Steve. So now Sean knows what it feels like. All right. So next week you can't be on the wheel. All right. That's it.
Well, thanks for having us, family.
No, thanks
We
for being
appreciate
on
it.
up in Hillbilly Land.
Woohoo.
Yeah. Yeehaw and all
Yeah, it's
that
good to see you.
stuff.
Well, I just saw you last week, so it's good to see you on
both of you.
camera. It's good to see Chaz. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yep.
Could be happier to talk to y'all.
Yep. Very cool.
All right. So we'll do it again next week. or whatever, but-
GSSF this weekend. GSSF this weekend. Come out, come watch, come shoot, come volunteer, come try and win something. Say hi to everybody. Hopefully the weather will be nice.
Veritas Block Challenge.
Yeah.
I think it'll
Yep.
be the last one. I think they're going to nix it. Manatee Gun and Archery is going to take over, I guess, so they can run it, I guess.
Oh.
But so
Come to this one then. We got to beat all the
Yep.
numbers from last year.
it'll still be my birthday match will still be the number 1 first time match
Mm-hmm.
because we set the record on that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I was there. I was there.
We said it. We
You're
used
alive
it
with
the
MBL.
first time, then we changed. Then when they changed the name, it becomes a different match, and they moved it, and we broke it again.
Yep.
So, all right. All right, let's get Kerry out of here.
With MGL, go like, share, subscribe, younglawyer.com. Go to Mike Skinny's Young Forever Ranch. Say hi to everybody. Thanks for
Go up
watching.
and visit him because he gets all grumpy if nobody visits.
And they have open carry up there too, so you can just get your permit and open carry that shit
Yep.
from Florida all the way to Pigeon Forge.
There it is.
Still won't open carry.
AK on my back.
Thank you guys.
All right, we're out.
You cut me off, bitch.
Thanks for everything.
All right.
Play
Are we
music.
off? Are we?
Peace.
We're about.
Good night.
Peace out. No, we're out.